Okay, guys. So yeah, what I've been trying to say with the style with Dai Shu Quan is that it's the way I want to move my body. I'm basically cherry picking principles and sometimes techniques from styles that I've done. Some that I haven't, as you know, I've said, like the drunken back fist type stuff, the drunken style. Because I like that movement, I like that circular movement, but again, that movement is probably in styles that I've done, just in slightly different ways. So I'm good at analysing and modernising and also modifying things. And yeah, like I said, I give credit to like Ed Parker, American Kempo, the way that his mind worked and sort of giving me insight into ideas, and even like Bruce Lee, obviously, and just yeah, many different styles out there. But obviously, the kangaroo is my baby. The kangaroo style is my style. No one's ever shown me the kangaroo style, and I obviously have to give a shout out to Mantis and different things like that, because their arms are sort of in that fashion, in that way. But I intentionally just try to move my body and in this style, the way that I want to move, the way that I think the kangaroo would. But at the end of the day, it's the way that I want to move. Alright, so in saying that, if we're talking about the kangaroo, you know, like we could be here, say, right, in like the kangaroo type posture, and say my fist is out here. I might want to like rotate that this way, or rotate it this way, using the circular movement here. So from this, and so I can bring this just using like a rocking movement. I'm just coming up with this now. So this is what I mean by creativity, guys. This is what I mean by like breaking the mold, right? Because yes, this movement, this yielding sort of movement, yeah, like it's in Tai Chi. I've done really basic Tai Chi before. But what I'm saying is just playing with movements, playing with different stuff, and breaking and stepping outside of the traditional styles, you're going to find new stuff, right? So here, that could be the elbow here, you know, and we're just doing like circular stuff here, just having a play, right? So here, with the bringing in the hips, so we've got a circle movement, and then I bring in the forwards and backwards. So we started off with this sort of movement. So that's going this way, right? Just playing with that, and then I can bring this around. So here, that's come over the top. Hook punch. Push that off. This can come circle this way. What happens if I want to circle out? So here, circle that out and punch. Circle, strike. play. It's like playing with stuff, like playing with the body. You know, you're gonna come up with new stuff the way the body wants to work. And yeah, like this would be sort of like if you're doing like your standing sort of practices type stuff, which I'm actually not at the minute. I do want to incorporate more of that because it really helps with this stuff. It's like standing here and you kind of let the body do, like when you stand for long periods of time, the body wants to naturally move to a place that's not as painful. Because you're like here, right, say, and like eventually it's sort of like this feels like it starts to hurt, or your body's shaking or whatever it's doing, right? So what I learned through standing, because with 108 Mountain Warrior 108, I did 108 days of standing. It was over 100. I equated to about 108. So then you got the 108 hands of Lohan, which is like the Chinese Shaolin stuff, right? Anyway, so that's partly the reason of the 108. And what I'm trying to say is I did that for a long time, and I got up to like 45 minutes, really, really deep, deeper than this, really deep, embracing the tree type horse stance, right? And you learn to embrace the pain, but also the body, sometimes the body just wants to like naturally, like if you allow it, if you're not holding it rigid, it wants to move, you know? You find these places where, so you might be here, you might start hurting in your leg or something, I don't know, here or whatever, it might start hurting here, the body might shift somewhere, right? Like it just naturally moves. Like the body has intelligence. The mind has intelligence, but the body has intelligence. And I know everything sort of comes from the mind, but sometimes, like when you drop something, or I don't know, like today for instance, I was cooking up some food, and you know, in the fry pan, and it went to fall straight away. My legs like lifted up off the ground without thinking. You know, like how many times have you had something fall and you grab it, especially if you do martial arts or, you know, boxing or whatever it is that you do, and you get those fast reflexes. Like I've heard stories of like Golden Glove boxers or really good boxers being really shit at driving cars because their reflexes are too good. It's like they're too fine-tuned. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like sometimes when you're moving fast, or sometimes like you'll see, I don't know, I see it in my clips when I'm analysing stuff, but it's like I see my body, I see that jittery, like, I don't know, that shoulder forward, like to throw a punch type stuff going on, and it's like, it's reflexes. So anyway, these natural sort of reflexes that the body does, it's hard to explain this stuff sometimes, and to explain it like really succinctly and just straightforwardly, because I'm pretty straightforward, but sometimes I like to tell the story, and sorry about that. Anyway, so the standing taught me like different ways to move, and then like the breathing postures and different things that we do, you know. That teaches you how to move the body, you know, and what you're doing is you're putting all these principles together. So it's like in Kung Fu, it's like threading the 9 rings or whatever type stuff, where from this ankle here, you might twist here, going into your bow stance, like to throw like a punch. It's like you're threading it from the ankle to the knee to the hip. Here, where it comes off the body, you know, through the arms, etc. All this sort of stuff. How we do this movement, it actually might come in and then push off here and do the arrow type punch. All that stuff, like there's like a process, you know, that the body has to do. It's kind of like if I want to bring something here, and yeah, bringing it up close to the body, like it could get trapped here, but to do that circle movement. So if my body's here, it's harder to do that circle movement. So I'm like moving out of the way or pushing the spine back, type thing, backwards, and then bringing it forwards. You know, just different stuff. So I suppose what I'm trying to show is like there's different things going on with the body, like here, you know, I could just push that fist out if I want. There's a lot of things going on here. Again, with that like threading the rings type thing. Like it's like, what am I doing? I'm pushing off this front leg. I'm pushing like through the hips, through the legs here, and then I'm prying here. You know what I mean? But like you could also, to go that way, you could also do something different, have like a circular movement happen. Hook punch here, have a certain movement happening there. I just recommend like playing with movements with your own body, you know, like forward movement, backwards movement, circular movement. Like what does the arm want to do? What's the body doing here? Like forwards. Forward movement. What's the other arm want to do? Does it want to go out? Does it want to like use that force, this force here? Does it want to like pry out? Does it want to, I don't know, go upwards? Does it want to come out to the side here, you know, defend here or something? Does it want to just like pull back and set up for another movement? When this fist is coming out here, does it want to come out as well? Instead of going out, does it want to come forward? Are we just moving from here? Are we just moving like across? We want to move this way, off the front arm. You know, like what does this arm want to do? You know, not even moving the body. So So, you know, getting more different time, like strike, different timing. Strike here, strike that later. Here, do it on the recoil. Moving is one. Moving is one. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know? I was doing this the other day. You bring it in. So I've been going this way a lot. So going this way, just playing with movement, you know.